Hello, I'm Jason and this is episode 5 of our tutorial. Today I think we're going to go and do some scanning of items, because if we wish to unlock blueprints for vehicles, base parts and all that sort of thing, we're going to need to scan items of wreckage to find these blueprints. So we shall do that, collect some resources, probably need to get a bit more food. In fact, we'll do the food first, so we've got we're at 100% for that, and maybe the water as well, before we go on our little journey. So let's go catch some fish to start with.
New creature discovered.
We can't catch this one here. We can catch these peepers, hopefully. Tricky little so-and-sos, these things. There's a tool later on that we can get which will make life a lot easier. Obviously we need to get the blueprints for it first before we can do that. Right, I would imagine that will probably be enough just to top us back up for now. As you can see, it's getting dark as well, so we can test out the torch in a bit. Okay, so we've cooked all the fish. Let's eat all that. Okay, we'll keep that one for a bit, but that probably go off by the time we need to actually eat it. So what I'm going to do is put all the items we don't really want to be taking around with us into the storage box, so that way we've got a fairly free inventory slot. So we don't need any of those. Keep the food on us. Maybe, well, I'll keep the medical pack just in case. We'll have some water now, and I'll keep one bottle of water. Depending on how long we're out, we may not need it. So, okay, so let's go and have a look and see what we can scan. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little dark, so if we go across to our torch, there we go, and right trigger turns it on or off. So let's just head off in a direction and see what we can find. What we'll do, we'll get anything we see, any outcrops, we'll collect those whilst we're looking for items to scan. There we go, we'll start with this one here. Sounds like there's something.
30 seconds.
Sounds like something's going on with the spaceship. Let's just pop up and have a quick look, shall we? Now, quite often the items that we need to scan will be in little cargo boxes. So we probably don't need too much scrap metal, to be honest, at the moment, because we've got some back at the life pod. Now here's a cargo box. So basically what, oh no, it's not, it's a door. That's a cargo box though. There we go. So you'll find plenty of these littered around. So literally all you need to do is go up to there, select your scanner tool, and then with the right trigger just scan it. and you'll see that we need 2 of those to unlock the Seaglide. And the Seaglide will help us get through the water even quicker. Okay, let's put the torch back on for now. Right, there's a few cargo boxes here. Let's see what's... that's the one we just did. See if this one... Okay, the ones that are like that you can't actually scan, so we'll move along, find another one. Normally if there is anything you can scan, it'll say so when you get near it. With a bit of luck we won't come across any dodgy sea creatures, at least I hope not. Oh, that's a creepy sounding one. Now, should you be out at night looking for things and you do unfortunately get eaten, killed, run out of oxygen, whatever, anything you've collected, you will probably lose quite a percentage of it, but you'll sort of spawn back at the live pod. Okay, let's have a look in this box. Right, I think that's a laser cutter or something. Yep, there we go. Scan that. That'll be useful for getting into titanium doors later on. Obviously we need more parts to that as well.
30 seconds. Short range scans suggest
something in there.
biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number
there we
of
go.
small cave networks. New blueprint acquired. Oxygen.
Okay, so we've got both the we've scanned what we need to get the Seaglide. So next thing we need to know is what actual resources we need to make it. So if we go to the inventory and then use the tabs to go to the blueprints, if we just scroll down, there we go, Seaglide. Oh. Okay, so we need battery, which we know we can make. Lubricant we can make from the seed clusters. Copper wire we can make from copper, and titanium we've got plenty of, so we probably need to look for some copper because I don't think there's any of that left in my inventory at the moment. So let's go down on the surface and see what we can find. Right, now quite often you'll find lots of little resources on the edges of you know, these rock formations. So let's have a look, see if we can see any. Okay, what we got here? We'll scan that as we're here anyway.
Seconds.
Okay, copper, brilliant, that's what we need. Scan a couple more things while we're down here. Salvage.
Oxygen.
Oh, we're going to cut it fine. That's lovely. Okay, we'll try and get as many resources as we can before we head back, I think. See if we can fill up our inventory bar. What have we got? Still plenty of space at the moment. Oh. This is the sea salt, or salt deposit. Like I said, very useful for water. So we'll definitely pick those up. Oh, something else we can scan over here. Okay, so as you saw there, that's a Seaglide fragment. Now we've already got the blueprint for that. If you happen to find it again, like I just did there, it will just convert it into most often titanium actually, so it's still worth scanning.
Oxygen.
Cut that a little bit fine that time, but just got there in time. Okay, so we've got another bit of wreckage here. Might be some more things we can scan. Okay, nothing in that one. That one, nothing in it. Nothing in that one either.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9,
I think we'll have a look at this.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Quite some explosion. Oh, we now have a radiation suit blueprint.
For your convenience, the radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
Oh, this is all very pleasant during the daytime. Lots of nice things to see.
Seconds.
I think what we'll do is head back towards the life pod and see if we've got enough ingredients now to make the Seaglide, because then we'll be able to get around a bit quicker, and that might make it a bit easier for us to find some more resources. Oh, there's a couple. Quartz, it's good for glass. Oh, plenty down here. Seem to hit a bit of a... yeah, plenty of loot. Now, worst thing that could happen is oh crikey, better get out of here pretty sharpish. I think we might have left it too late. No, yes. Okay, we cut that bit fine again. Definitely head back to the pod, I think. So at the moment we can't go too close to the crash chip because of the radiation. We may have enough materials to make a radiation suit, but we shall see. Radio's flashing again as well. Okay, so let's right, we need copper wire, lubricant and a battery. Let's have a look. Copper wire, we can do that. Let's just see what we've got left in our storage box we can use. Right, we haven't got any lubricant, so we're going to have to go and get some from those vines. Let's just transfer some more of this titanium over there for now. And some of that quartz. Okay, let's go and get some off these vines. A couple of items to scan on the way, I think. Right.
Acquired.
Now the grav trap, once we've made one of those, that'll it sort of pulls small fish towards it, so that might make it a little bit easier for you to catch fish for food and water, should you need to do it that way.
Seconds.
Interesting looking fish. We're looking for vines. Might have gone in the wrong direction, but we'll just keep going straight and see what happens.
Passing 100 meters. 30% efficiency decreased.
Oh, I'm obviously drifting towards the ship, so I better go in a different direction, I think.
Oxygen.
Oh, I think we found some vines, so we'll head on over there. Oh, might want to be careful of those.
30 seconds. Oxygen.
Okay, let's head back to the pod. Where is it? There it is. just grab some of this because we need to make another battery. Oh, I can't. Hang on. Okay, let's just drop. We'll drop this because I've got plenty of those at the moment. Now, obviously, as you can see there, we've filled up the inventory slots. But what we can do is make some storage containers which we can float outside the pod. Okay. Now we need lubricant.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Okay, we can now make the battery. Let's have a look and see if we've got everything we need. Ah, there we go. So we can now make the Seaglide. So let's do that.
The Seaglide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Okay, and before we finish, we'll also make the waterproof locker, which I was just saying about. Okay, so to use that, right, as you can see, all the slots are filled up at the bottom at the moment. So if we go to our inventory, go to the item we want to put down there, and then you can see it says assign it to a quick slot. So if we do that with the waterproof locker, that goes there. We come off the inventory. We can now use the D-pad to highlight the one we want, which is in this case the locker, and then we just press the right trigger to push it out. So all we need to do is literally press A, and there we go. We have a small storage space under there to put a few things. So literally it's just a case of right trigger and it will move it across. And I think that will conclude this episode, so see you next time. Bye bye.